Hi all of you, myself Jitesh Darvi. Welcome to our channel Two Engineers. Last time we have learned about one of the basic concept from metrology, that is tolerances. Now let's have a look on a new concept, that is fits. We will cover the whole fit concept in brief in three different sections. First is definition of fits and general understanding. Second is need of fits, and third is type of fits. So let's start with the first content, that is definition of fit and general understanding. When two parts are to be assembled, the relation resulting from their sizes before assembly is called fit. It indicates the tightness or the loosening of the mating parts. That means if we want to assemble two parts, the first thing we need to understand is how much these parts would be tight or loose, and such relationship resulting from the size of the part is called fit. So let's start with the need of fits. Need of the fits can be easily understandable by considering the three different factors. First is the effect during assembly of mating parts, second is the effect during functioning of the mating parts, and third is the cost content. Let's consider we have assembled two parts without considering their fits relationship. In such cases, there are high chances of breaking of these two parts if these two parts are too much tight. So for preventing such kind of issues, such kind of breaking issues, such kind of breakdowns, we need to first apply the fits relationship before assembly of two mating parts. On the other hand, let's consider we have assembled two mating parts without considering their fits relationship. Even though initially during assembly these parts may look good or okay aesthetically, but during functioning there may be high chances of the breaking of the mating parts if these parts are too much tight. On the other hand, there are high chances of wear out issues in the mating parts if these two parts are assembled so much loose. So for preventing such kind of issues with the mating parts, we need to first apply the fits relationship before assembly of the mating parts. Now the third important content is cost. We all know each single part has its own value. The company need to invest the money for that part. In such cases, if we observe any kind of breakage or any kind of loss with the part, then it's like the loss for the company in terms of money. Similarly, for the processes, if any kind of breakage observed with the part, the machine breakdown observed, that means similarly the process breakdown observed, and in such cases there is high loss in the time, loss in the human effort, loss in the material. So collectively we can say it's a big loss for the company in terms of money. Now let's have a look on the types of fits. There are basically three types of fits, that is clearance fit, second is interference fit, and third is transition fit. We will understand the whole all three types by taking the reference of hole, shaft, and third important concept, that is tolerance zone. Let's have a look on the shaft. From this line to this line, this is the maximum size up to which the shaft can be manufactured. From this line to this line, this is the minimum size up to which the shaft can be manufactured, and the difference between this maximum size and this minimum size gives us this tolerance, which is also called as the tolerance zone. We have the video on tolerance concept. You can find the link in description. Let's start with the first type of fit, that is clearance fit. If the tolerance zone of the hole is above the tolerance zone of the shaft, then it's called clearance fit. You can see here the tolerance of the hole, tolerance zone of the hole is above the tolerance hole of the shaft, and there is a gap. You can see for this clearance we called it as a clearance fit. We can use another word, that is allowance. Second is interference fit. If the tolerance zone of the hole is below the tolerance zone of the shaft, then it's called interference fit. You can see here tolerance zone of the hole is below the tolerance zone of the shaft. That means it creates a complete interference between the hole and the shaft. That's why it's interference fit. Third is transition fit. If the tolerance zone of the hole and shaft overlap with each other, then it's called transition fit. You can see here the tolerance zone of the hole and the tolerance zone of the shaft is exactly in line with each other. That's why it's called the transition fit. The one thing we need to understand about transition fit is there is no requirement of full overlapping of both tolerance zone. At least some amount of overlapping is sufficient. In such cases also we can say it's transition fit. So let's have a look on the example of each of these fits. First, clearance fit. The example is hinges of the door. You can see the sufficient clearance in that hinges of the door. Second is interference fit. The example is footstep bearing used in the industries. It's a type of press fit bearings. Third is transition fit. The example is dowel pins used for mating of two parts. So this is all about fit concept. If you have any kind of query or suggestion or correction from your side, please let us know in the comment section. We will be back next time with the new concept. Thank you.